All right, guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel, and today we have another new release video for you guys. And today's a little bit differently. We're doing a 2-for-1 combo. We have two of 900 Global's newest releases for you guys. We're going to be throwing each ball individually, and then we're going to see how they compare against each other and comparing against a couple other balls. So first off, we have the brand new Cove. Cove, it's got some interesting colors, I'm not going to lie. It's like a tealish green and then like a tan kind of, let's put it that way. But this is drilled 50 by 4.5 by 30. So as you can see, it's a little bit between my middle finger and my ring finger, but it's a little bit on the lower side. And then we have the brand new Ember, which the Ember is drilled pin over my bridge, which is 50 by 5 by 30. So we're going to be comparing the Ember, the Cove. We're going to be doing those balls individually, throw some shots with them individually, and then we're also going to be comparing them with each other and as well as a couple other balls. So let's go ahead and get started. All right, guys, so we threw a handful of shots with the Cove, 5, 6, 7. I wasn't really counting, but we're going to go ahead and talk about what I saw with the Cove and also talk about the Cove in general, and then we'll jump right into the Ember. So got my cheat sheet. The Cove is RB85 hybrid reactive cover socket. It comes out of the box at 4,000. So this is going to be 2 parts solid, 1 part pearl. It does have a brand new core of the Magna AI core, and then it has the RG of 249 differential 044. So the Cove, comparing it to the Zen 25, the Cove is supposed to be an earlier and smoother Zen 25. And then the Ember is supposed to be that cleaner and more responsive than the Zen 25. So the Cove, with it being that 249-044, the Zen 25 has the RG of 248. So it's pretty close, but the differential is more of 053 in the Zen 25 rather than the Cove, which the Cove, essentially, you just cut down those flare rings to be that nice and smooth reaction. So if you're into those smoother bowling balls, maybe for your league conditions, or if you're a tournament bowler like myself, this one's going to be a really good addition to my bag because it's just different. It's a very different motion that I think a lot of people, as a tournament bowler like myself, will need. But sometimes maybe on the house shots, it just be a little too smooth. So now let's jump right into the Ember. We're going to be comparing the Ember, throwing it pretty much right where we left off with the Cove, and then we're going to show you the differences between the Cove, the Ember, and then we're also going to sprinkle in a Phase AI. So let's get it. Guys, let's go ahead and recap Cove versus Ember real quick. And we're also going to talk about the Ember real quick because I forgot to do that. So the Ember has the RB82 Pearl Reactive Cover Stock with that Power Edge finish. I almost dropped it. It's got the Power Edge finish, which comes out of the box with the Zen 25 and the Phase AI as well. Now, it does have the Magna AI core, which is the same core that is seen in the Cove, but it also has the RG of 249 and differential of 044. Well, what does that mean? Those numbers look pretty familiar. Well, that means it's the same exact numbers between the Cove versus the Ember in the same exact core. Now, what does that mean? What's the difference? Well, they're two different, completely different bowling balls. And the Cove is going to be more for your fresher lane conditions to really blend out the back end. That ball is probably the smoothest ball right now in my bag, besides like a Rockstar and those kind of bowling balls. That Cove is going to be mainly for me. It's going to be more so on the patterns. We do have a regional coming up in Coldwater, very hard lane conditions. So you need a lot of balls that just hit the 1-3 in front. That one's going to be a really good reaction for me on those patterns and nice controllable. But I could also see me using that on the house pattern here at Northwest Lanes, just because we have a little bit more juice in the middle part of the lane. Now you go to my other centers, Gilmore, Waltz. It's probably going to be a little bit too early and a little bit too smooth down lane where I'm not going to be able to probably score with that like I would here. The Ember. The Ember is going to be that ball that I can really open up the lane with. It's a kind of the complete opposite from the Cove. It's cleaner, still reads the body of the lane, but it's way more responsive down lane. And it's way more responsive than a Zen 25 or a Phase AI. It kind of fits the gap in between Phase AI, Zen 25, and like an Ultimate Wrecker, those kind of bowling balls. And I definitely think these two are going to be really good into my bag. Like I said, I think the Cove is going to be more so for the patterns for me, maybe a little bit on the house, but the Ember, that's going to be one of those bowling balls where I can kind of know that I can get left, clean reaction, and really open up those lanes on the house patterns and even sometimes on the sport patterns. So thank you guys for watching. Head over to your local pro shop, get yours next Friday, August 15th. This ball releases, and this probably will be a lot of people's new 1-2 punch for league, and also could be your next two balls for league. These complement each other very, very well, and you can kind of, for your league bag, you can kind of have everything you need with just a Cove, an Ember, and a spare ball, to be completely honest with you. So get yours at your local pro shop. Also, too, head over to stormbowling.com. Get everything that you need storm bowling wise. Get this new t-shirt. It's a new retro t-shirt. It's pretty cool. I think I got mine a little bit too big. I thought it was a little bit bigger, but I'm not. But yeah, also too, head over to coolwick.com. Use my code RMcCormick10 for 10% off your order. And also thank you to BowlerX, Krista, and Lee Sant over there, and as well as Vice Inserts for giving me a best feel when it comes to my grips, my thumb slugs, and also my tape. So thank you guys for watching. We will see you guys next time.